Many of us have some idea, even though it might be rather vague, of where we would like to get to in life. But it's important to know first where you are and if you're heading in the right direction. You know, when I was a pilot, we used to joke about pilots whose last known position was number one for takeoff. In other words, once they were in the air, they weren't keeping track, or they didn't know where they were or if they were heading in the right direction. There was even a pilot once who wanted to start from the east coast of the North American continent and fly across the Atlantic Ocean, but somehow got so mixed up that he ended up heading westbound and flew across North America instead. Now, that makes a funny story when you're talking about someone else or talking about a pilot. But what about you in your own life? Are you on course to get to where you want to be? This is my second video on not only designing, but creating, bringing into being the life you want to live. And stick around, because throughout the video, I'm going to have some questions for you to consider. Now, as a pilot myself, and as someone who's had a little bit of experience in life, I can tell you that a certain amount of drifting off course is normal and natural. It's going to happen. But the important thing to do is to notice it as soon as possible, to recognize you're off course, to know how you got off course, and what you're going to do to get back on course. I would start by trying to recognize the fact that you're off course and that you need to change some things. Maybe not knowing what to change is okay at first, but at least knowing that something has to change. So I would start by asking things like, are you neglecting important concerns in your life? Are you neglecting relationships, your health? Are you finding that there's a lack of fulfillment in your life or your career or your finances? You know something's not right, even if you're not sure what, but just being aware that something isn't right. Some signs you might look for. Do you feel that you're busy, maybe too busy, but you're not making progress in the areas of your life that really matter? Are your finances better than they were 6 months ago? Are your relationships better? Does your career feel more fulfilling? Are you dealing with obligations rather than priorities? Do you have a lot of fires you need to put out, but you're not making any progress in what matters? And are your routines serving you, or are they running your life? Often we live on autopilot. We do things just because we've always done them that way, or because we don't know how to do it any differently, or we're afraid. We lack the confidence. We lack the ability, at least we think, to change anything. We often end up settling for comfort instead of seizing opportunities and trying to grow. When you realize that you're off course in life and you want to change it, realize that you don't want to change everything at once or make huge changes. One of my coaches taught me to dream bigger than you ever dreamed before, but take smaller steps than you've ever taken before. Those small steps will add up eventually to get you to the point where you need to be, to get you back on track. Ask yourself, where are you heading now? If you don't make any changes in the next 5 years, what is life going to be like? Is it going to be way better? Is it going to be about the same? Or is it going to be worse? Decide on taking a small step. If that step doesn't work, by all means pivot and try something else. Just start making some small changes in your life to make it better. Start taking meaningful action that moves the needle in the right direction, that matters, that makes a difference in areas that matter to you. Start scheduling instead of postponing meaningful activities. Start doing what energizes you instead of what drains you. Take intentional action. Again, pivot if necessary, but take action to correct things. The big changes start with small steps and small actions. Build from there. So in conclusion, unless your life is already exactly as you want it to be, start to recognize the drift. Start to see the mistakes you're making. Start to realize what you need to get rid of in life and start bringing in what you need to be doing in life. Align your action with what your goals are. You're going to build your future one day at a time. The best time to start is right now. In the next video, I'm going to give you some more questions to give you clarity and create urgency in getting going in creating this new life. So stay tuned. I'll see you next time.